Welcome to A Quest for Metal. Today is another album ranking, and the band we have chosen is the mighty Meshuggah. Now, as soon as I say that name, it conjures up dancing around the stage, pulling faces and just great fucking music. Great solos, great screams, great I was going to say trancey atmosphere, you know what I kind of mean? That whole gent thing, which you may love it, you may loathe it. I fucking love it, especially from these guys. Heavy as fuck albums, really hard to rank, really hard to rank. I had to go through over and over and over and over all these albums because, spoiler alert, I pretty much like all of them. So just like Candlemass, this was pretty fucking hard to do. So, that being said, I want you guys to do your favourite Meshuggah impersonation, and I want you to do it while you're watching this video. So do the whole video straining yourself like you're about to shit yourself. That's what we want from you guys today, and also pop down your favourite Meshuggah albums down below. But while you're doing that, I guess let's talk about some of the albums in Meshuggah's discography. So let's get started with my least favourite, which is Contradictions Collapse. Yeah, I know, it's kind of a cliche choice, just like my number one, spoiler alert, but yeah, it's kind of cliche choice. It is the least Meshuggah sounding out of all of them. It is more on the thrashy kind of sound of things, but it's not a bad album, it's a good album. So if you're thinking, you know, I love all the other Meshuggah albums, maybe I shouldn't check the first one out. No, give it a listen, because it's still good. It's just a different kind of Meshuggah than what they would become under Destroy, Erase, Improve, and all the others. But for me, I just love the other sounds more than this album. But, I mean, that's why it's last, but it's still a fucking good album. I mean, songs like Paralyzing Ignorance has such a funky riff, sounding kind of like Megadeth on this one. Yeah, there's a lot of great songs on this album as well, so don't pass it off just because I have it last. You know, if you've never heard of them, don't pass it off. Still a good album, but for me, it just pales in comparison to all the others, so it's easily in the last place. So, from the very first album to the very newest album, Violent Sleep of Reason is my second to last choice, and I do think it's a massive improvement. I love this album. You know, I enjoyed that one, love this one, but I just think it's a bit, I don't know, just subpar compared to Colossus. I don't know how to actually say that album title, and Obscene, and some of the other ones. But some of the songs on here, they fucking slap hard. The 1-2 punch of Clockworks and Born in Dissonance, holy shit, that's a way to start off an album. Those two songs rip. Monstrosity and The Violent Sleep of Reason as well. This has some great goddamn songs on. It's just, the songs aren't quite as great as the ones on the previous album. And the previous album's a bit more refined, kind of like Obscene. The sound quality is fucking fantastic on the later albums. Like, god damn. The sound quality is crisp and perfect. I mean, the melodies are here, it's just, maybe it's because it's one of the recent ones, but it's still been a couple of years since it's been out, so I can't really give it that excuse, can I, Questy? It's just, for me, it just, again, just not quite as good as the others, but I still adore it, and a lot of people have this high as well, so good for you guys. For me, it's coming second to last. Here comes maybe a controversial one. Catch 33 is next. Either it's like a Marmite album, this one, you either love it or you hate it, whereas I'm like in the middle, so it's going kind of mid for me. This is an album where everything flows into each other, and it's basically like a one-song album. All the different parts in, and it flows so nicely, so smoothly, and I adore it. It's kind of like the Insomnium situation with Winter's Gate. I love that album. That's an amazing album. But when I'm like listening to Meshuggah, I'm not going to listen to it for like this long. I'm going to pick out songs when I'm doing maybe weights or workout or something. So, I don't generally listen to this album a lot compared to all the others. It is more a sit down, focus, enjoy this album in full. And when I do that, it's fucking amazing. But I don't do that very often. So the fact that I don't pick it up very often is making it lower on the list, because I don't see myself picking it up. If you give me all the Meshuggah albums, this is going to be one of the low ones that I pick up. You know, this is going to be on the lower side of pick up, but some of the songs and some of the melodies in here, they melt your fucking eyes. The paradoxical spiral sounding like you're slowly going insane. The bam, 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 bam. And in Death is Death, like the really fucking long song with that Really cool breakdown in the middle, and then it gets weirder and weirder as the time passes, and it's very atmospheric. It's a very creepy album. It's a very atmospheric album, and it's a goddamn amazing album, but it's come in middle for me at the moment. So then it leads us to Colossus, with one of my favourite Meshuggah songs on, Demiurge. Come on. I mean, one of my favourite songs on this one, Demiurge, with that weird intro. It's like, almost like King Diamond. Then it hits you with that riff. It hits you with that fucking riff. It's like, dun 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 dun. It's the best for cardio. This song is the best for cardio. Meshuggah is one of the best cardio bands around, and this song is fucking bonkers. I adore it. And then you got the Break Those Bones song. I'm not going to say the full title, but that is just such a chunky riff. Dun 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 dun. How good is that song as well? So some of my favourite songs are on this album. As a whole, not quite as consistent as some of the others, but the songs that hit fucking hard. And when we did our Halloween ranking, it's this Halloween ranking, sorry. It's a similar thing with Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2, where there's a couple of songs I'm kind of like, but the songs that hit so goddamn hard, kind of makes the whole thing worth it. So Colossus is coming fairly high on this ranking. I adore some of these songs, like top 10 fucking amazing songs on here. So yeah, Colossus, fucking amazing album. Ooh, controversy time again. Destroy, erase, improve. The classic, the one that hit them, the one that got them onto the map, the probably most famous album. It's only here. I know it's like, you know, just shy of the top 3, and I love it, but I just love others more. What am I going to say? Like, I'm not going to put it top just because everyone has it top. I'm not that guy. I'm not that fucking guy. But, you know, it's a fucking fantastic album, and it's an amazing album for a fucking reason. Future Breed Machine, so goddamn good. What a great way to kick off an album. Then you have Soul Burn, probably the best song on the album for me, with that kind of furious rhythm that he's going with. Where it's like, dun 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 dun. It's so fun, so catchy, and it's probably my favourite on the album. So it has the catchy songs, it put them on the map, it's a classic for a reason, so it's going high, but it's not my fucking favourite. Top 3 now. Number 3 is Nothing. Nothing, this was almost my number 1, it was my number 1 for a long time, and I still love it. 2 others have overtaken it at the moment though, but this is still a goddamn amazing album, with songs like Rational Gaze, the ding, 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 ding. This whole video is just me fucking trying to sing Meshuggah riffs, isn't it? This is going to be a disaster. Let me know if you like more. But yeah, Rational Gaze, amazing song. The 7-minute epic of Nebulous, so good. And of course, the Funky Straws pulled at random, amazing as well. So Nothing is a very consistent album. It's an album kind of like Obzon, kind of like Colossus, in that similar kind of stratosphere, where it's polished, sounds amazing, and the songs fucking hit. So it's coming in my number 3 spot. Now, my number 2 spot is so close to being number 1. So fucking close to being number 1, but I played number 1 so much more. So my number 2 is Chaosphere. An underrated, fantastic, amazing King album. Yeah. This one's just insane. This is the most insane album they've done. I mean, New Millennium, Cyanide Christ is going to be in the top 5, you know, Meshuggah songs of all time. That fucking ending, and I love the video as well. Where that ending is just like doom 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 doom. It's absolutely fucking insane, and I love it to pieces. One of the greatest songs ever written. And Neurotica with a down down. That's a funky song. All these songs fucking just hit super goddamn hard. It's the most consistent album. I love the album cover, looking like some weird space alien with like spikes coming out of it. Don't know what's going on there. Looks like a Marvel villain, but I love it. So yeah, Chaosphere coming in at the number 2. So that means number 1 is, of course, Obzon. It's gotta be. It was one of my favourites back in the day when I first heard Bleed, because of course Bleed got me into Meshuggah. I mean, of course it did. It's the one that gets everyone into Meshuggah. It's one of the greatest songs, and it's on this fucking album. Love the album cover, love the music held within. It's not just Bleed though. This isn't just the Bleed album. It has other amazing songs like the title track, Obson, is bloody fantastic. Combustion and Electric Red, the 1-2 punch. And to end it off with Dances to a Discordant System, one of the greatest ending songs as well. There's no dull moment in here. The solos are amazing. The sound is the best it's ever been. It's got the catchiest songs on. I'm going to stop singing the riffs because you don't want to hear any more of that. But yeah, Obson is easily my favourite Meshuggah album at the moment. Chaosphere is very close though. Maybe it'll overtake it one day, but since it came out, Obson's always been my favourite. I think it always will be, to be honest. It's just that good. Another cliche pick. People usually pick this, or it's either this, Nothing, or Destroy, Erase, Improve. For me, Obson takes the biscuit. It's a bit more cohesive. Sure, it's a bit less just insane, but I love the cohesion in it. I love the sound of it as well. It's heavy as hell. The solos are amazing. So yeah, Obson is my favourite Meshuggah album of all time. So let me know what you guys thought down below. What's your favourite Meshuggah album? Is it the same as mine? Is it completely different? Do you love the debut the best? Let me know down below and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.